welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Owls' offense will go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack release.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time today. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Best. Rushes on him. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll sneak it. Kennesaw State has a chance now on first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone, helping your offense out.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Best. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Open field on the right. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
just taken the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Off-play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Best. Got his man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. This crowd knows when to bring it. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. 1st down, Kennesaw State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires on the move. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Right back to the well. Turning it on. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Leaves it with the running back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick toss. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's quick. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points up. Touchdown, Aggie! Fit it in the window for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
and he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Best. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under fire. And it's incomplete on third down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we... Howdy to the Aggie offense again. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. And completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down. 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Best. The screen, and watch out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through it. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw its best. Oh, they're after him. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity. take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Now facing a third and long. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. You know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Grab near the marker. It's Gee. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And if If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Got his man in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Handoff to the lone back. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Best. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. He's in open space downfield.
Returner is tackled at the 44. And your Texas A&M Aggies will take over.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The quarterback's just going to take a knee. And here comes the offense on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on second down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle